I want to get you started using the Furman modified Sphero Mini board that we're going to use for the labs in Physics 111. If somehow you are watching this video without having seen this document, please stop this video right now, go to the Furman box folders and download this document, because it's walking through this document that I'm going to do here today. You're going to be going back and forth between videos that I have produced on the Furman website, box site, and videos on the Sphero website. So you're going to have to be going back and forth between those, but I'll give you an outline of how you get going on that. Let me walk you through what we're going to be doing here. But even before I walk you through that process, let me give you a real quick overview of the whole big picture here for these labs with the Sphero Mini. This is a document. This document says draft right now. It's only about a week old, and it's going to be a work in progress for the next week or so. So every once in a while, I'll try and remind you that I have posted an update to this. This is just the bare skeletal bones at the beginning of this thing. Let me scroll all the way down to the bottom here, almost to the bottom, to show you what a off-the-shelf Sphero Mini insides look like. Here's a document from Sphero, compliments of Michael Dabby at Sphero, and it shows you the pieces of a Sphero Mini that you can't see if you buy one off the shelf. What we're going to be using is just the circuit board that has the microprocessor, an IMU, inertial measuring unit, which is a accelerometer, gyroscope. It has LED lights and a Bluetooth antenna, or sending the data to your device, either your smartphone or your computer. What makes a Sphero Mini go is the assembly down here, which is the main chassis with the drive motors and gears, a ballast weight to keep the device centered at the bottom of the shell as it rolls down the street under the power of these drive wheels. On the top of that, there's an idler wheel set. You don't get any of that. All you get is the circuit board. Because we're going to use that circuit board to send data from the IMU to your devices to capture physics data. Micah Dabby, again, very kindly took the photograph, this photograph that I sent him, and annotated it with the various pieces. Here's the goal today. You need to learn how to plug a cable into that and charge the battery here. Here's the IMU, the accelerometer, and the gyroscopes. More about that. There are two LEDs, one on top and one in the front that you can't see in this picture. Here's the Bluetooth antenna that sends the data back and forth. I caution you right from the outset that the underside of this board is exposed. Okay, well, there's a battery there, but if you short out some of these components, you can damage the device. I don't want you to do that. So, let me call your attention in case I forget. At the back end of this document is an appendix that I took directly from the Sphero website, and it's a kind of a FAQs of how to charge. And the interesting aspect is how you turn it off and turn it on, because the device doesn't have an off-on switch. It really just goes into a sleep mode, standby mode. So that's somewhat confusing at first, but you'll tumble to this as time goes on. Come back to this here and look at that. This tells you where to download the apps for your iPhone or your Android system. Okay, so let me walk you through the steps of getting started with this here. What you're watching right now is this video, unboxing the Furman Physics Modified Sensor Board. It's going to show you how to take the device out of the box that I sent you in the lab kit, charge the battery, install the required firmware on your output, and then download two apps. The apps are one for your phone or your smart tablet and one for your computer. I've told you about this. Once you've done that, okay, then you can go to the Sphero website and download this video. It's a YouTube video, and follow all the steps in that video up to time 1 minute and 38 seconds. That gets you through the charging process. There's about 3 more minutes of video after that that has to do with driving the Sphero around on the floor. You can't do that because you don't have the drive motor, so that's irrelevant. But for fun, if you want to look at that, you can look at those parts. After you've gotten to all the steps up to here, the next thing is to go to the Sphero website and go to this website that website, 2 different places. And sign in, click the sign in button and make yourself an account on the Sphero web page. Okay. The easiest way to do that is to click the I am a home user button and create your account. Real simple. Just give it your name and choose a password. Okay. After you've done that, okay, then stop there and again come back to a 4th video. The video, again, a Furman video, says Intro to Data Capture from the Sphero Sensor Board. I think it'll say from the Furman Modified Sphero Sensor Board. As I told you, this is draft, and some of these words will change a little bit. So, all right, now that took already too long, but let me show you then how to take the device apart. Here is the, come on. Here is the box that came in your lab kit at the beginning of the semester. You take this out of here. You take cover off the shell, and the ball is stuck to that pad with 3 little tabs of adhesive. Sometimes those little adhesive tabs can transfer and get stuck on the ball. You want to be careful about that. You want to make sure that they don't stay there. You'll keep the ball from rolling smoothly. So just put it back in here. If you take a regular Sphero Mini apart, a Sphero that comes off the shelf at a store, what you'll see is a thing that looks like this. Here's the drive motor chassis. Here's the ballast, the heavy battery that keeps it sitting flat on the table, kind of upright. Okay? And here's the idler wheel that makes the shell move around that device. Inside, you see, oops, there's nothing there. What you would see is the sensor board, this gadget here, okay? And you wouldn't be able to see this off the shelf because I had to take all those pieces out. What you will see in your device, take these 2 shells apart, this not apart, and you'll see that sensor board just sitting loosely on 2 foam rubber pads that I've put in there to keep it centered at the midplane. Okay? So here's some of those exposed circuit board elements. I don't want to short those out. Here's the battery. Most important thing is here's the USB plug that you're going to charge the device with. Inside the box, open up the box, pull out the USB charger cable, plug that in here, and Bob's your uncle. British expression, Bob's your uncle. Who's Bob? I don't know. So plug this into a USB charging port and then go to the Sphero website. Which one? This one here. New share. So it's not that one. This one here. Go to this. Go to here. Go to this website here. Sphero Mini Getting Started, and read all the pieces of that up to time 1.38. After you do all that, then you come back to the Sphero website again. So you're flipping back and forth between the Furman website video and the Sphero website video. That's it. That should get you started. You should be up and running and learning how to capture data in about half an hour's time. It doesn't take much more than that once you figure out where all the websites are. Be careful with it. Stay safe out there on campus. Have fun with this device, I hope. Adios, everybody.